you doing? I'm back. Do another mukbang. Guys, my sister told me I look like I'm losing weight, and I said, you know what? You do look like you're losing a couple pounds, girl. Eating once a day, doing mukbangs, maybe. Anyway, I'm here again, guys. Back. I'm back. I got some chips I had left from the challenge, so we're gonna eat those. I don't remember if these was the ones that I really didn't like. I think it was the spicy ones that didn't really have a flavor. And these just taste like regular Doritos, only it's made with white cheddar. And I have some sandwiches. Well, it's one hero sandwich, $5. It's not Subway. It's just a local deli. I'll put the name of the deli in the description in case you're in the neighborhood. You can get you a $5 hero. Look at that, y'all. I think sometimes the light dims when you go in front of it. Look, you see, I made it crazy. I made the light crazy. I don't know what that is, but you can see that nice meat in there. I told him to put extra mayo, so you see. It's the same thing. It's just a split. And I kind of dimmed the light a little because it looked like the light is kind of too bright. So I hope it's okay today. I got those chips and I got a sandwich. I got some water. That's it today, guys. A simple meal. I have to eat it with you guys. Let me see if I touch this. Dim it a little. Yeah, that dimmed it way too much, maybe. I kind of like that. What y'all think? Too dark? Y'all gonna let me know in the comments. That was too dark or lighter earlier. Let me know. I like this. You can see stuff better and the light ain't all out of focus and you don't gotta do all that stuff, you know? I was wondering wonder how people do a story time and eat. Do you eat first and then you do the story time afterwards? Cause I kind of have a few story times. Yeah. So let's say some grace and then we'll decide how. Maybe I'll decide what I'm going to do or what I'm going to talk about today. Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we are about to receive. I say we because I'm talking about me and everybody in the world that's having a meal that you're providing, Lord. And thank you for the food that we are all going to get and receive in your name. Amen. Make that grace short, guys. It wasn't that hard getting here today. It was easy. I have some stuff going on at my apartment. Put this over here, guys. Got the glass. Got some water. I think this was not out of focus last time. It was kind of to the side. Just water, so I ain't got no fizzle like I got a mic. I wish I had a mic. You hear that water and that ice? It sounds so nice. I love those ASMR. I love mukbangs. I love all the channels. But I favor some of the ones with the ASMR and adding colors to ice and eating it. I love that stuff. So I'll just say, but yes, I'm ready to say grace again because I'm happy. Oh no, I'm ready to say grace again. I wish I could cut this another time, but I put all the dishes back. I don't know in the other video if I edited it out, but I had everything out here because I had an inspection in the apartment. The landlord want to fix stuff, so you gotta go to court stuff, you know. So you see the colors of everything. It's not all out of focus, the light. Let's see how it looks. I'm just gonna eat one side. I can't eat both sides, guys. But every time when I get some food and it looks delicious, I have to sit down in front of this camera. It's like addiction. I hope I don't have to go to the doctor for it. Well, actually, we could make this ASMR because I got crunchy food. I want to tell a story time about when I met a guy on my way from work one day. And he was calling me over, come to his car. And I way past the age where you go over to men cars and get in, maybe in my 20s. By the time I got to my 30s, I was no longer interested in what kind of car a man drove. It was his car. But he was driving down the way, calling me over, so I told him I was just on my way. On my lunch break. And I was walking home. And so he followed me in his car and I walked. Where I work is not too far, maybe 4 or 5 blocks from the house. So we stood out in front of the building. We talked a little while. He said he had something to do. He went off. We exchanged numbers, and that was that. And then maybe later on that night, after I was getting off from work, I see this fella. I don't know if he just hang around the neighborhood or lived in the neighborhood. I never really found out where he lived at. One thing I know is that we talked on the phone a little bit. I forget, I said he turned out to be crazy and a stalker. And yeah, he drove. He tried to come back again that same night that I had met him early when I was on my lunch break about 9 o'clock. When I got off at 12, he tried to call me. I told him the time, probably I got off. And this guy, again, I let him follow me. I think he came after I got off. He said, well, if you don't want to get in the car, you could walk and I'll drive the same way when I met you earlier. So I said, no problem, because it's 12 o'clock. I work from 3 to 12. And he drove around. We stood out a little longer because I was off by 12 by that time. And we talked. He was driving a nice little Nissan, some black 2016, because it was 2017 probably, because I remember him talking about that car. He boasted about it. We talked a lot on the phone. Over 2 weeks, we talked over the phone. And then I finally agreed to a lunch date. And he didn't eat meat, so I agreed to eat vegetables because I love vegetables. I said, you can go to a vegan restaurant, we can go wherever. We wind up not really going to some place where you sit down and eat, but some place where you take out the food. So I stopped at the store. The meters needed some change, so he didn't have the change in the car. I said, let me go to the store and get some change, and maybe I'll help him out, get the meter, put the quarters in so he can get change so we can go in the restaurant. But this guy, by the time I went into the store, I bought something, put it in my hair or something, got changed, came back out. He said he had found a quarter or two, because we was just going to go in the restaurant. I thought we was going to sit down and eat. Well, he looked like he had another plan, so we went in. I had this money in my hand, and we were standing at the counter. He kind of asked me, like, if I was going to pay for the meal. I said, what? I was like a little embarrassed to say no, because I didn't want to look. I was embarrassed that he was asking me at the counter if I wanted to pay for the food because I had money in my hand. And you're a gentleman, you pay for the lady's food, you take it out to eat. However, I wind up paying for the food. It was about $11 or $12. It was takeout, vegetarian. It was vegetables. It was simple. Some bread. It was something simple. I don't remember exactly, but I know that it wasn't much. It was $11 or $12 because by the time we left the restaurant, I had an attitude because I didn't like the fact that he wanted me to pay or would ask me to pay. And he was like, wow, I got an attitude for, and start talking with his Jamaican accent and everything and getting all upset and getting mad, angry. Like, we don't need you, whatever, talking crazy and just driving irate, y'all. Just driving to the point where I was just terrified. I didn't know what to do. If he stopped at a light to get out the car, he was driving the car down. He got me back to my place. I only know him 2 weeks. He got me back to my place. Finally, after driving crazy like he wanted to wreck the car, just cuckoo, yo. Driving fast, and I was kind of scared to even get out the car because he would take off when I was trying to step out. So I wanted to just not rile him because he was already riled because I told him I didn't like the fact that he threw $10 at me and said he don't need me, blah, blah, blah. It was crazy, y'all. And when he got me by my house, I had to be walking around the blocks because he wouldn't leave me alone. He parked his car and said he was coming where I live. He knew where I live because he already walked me around here. He was going to come. And he started threatening that he was going to make me lose my job. It was crazy. Over 2 or 3 weeks, I had to walk a different direction because this guy would say he gonna, when he see me, harass me or something. I had to even get my son involved, which I never do, get him involved in a relationship problem or healthy relationship. He's just neutral when it comes to my relationship. That's it. But I had to make him get on the phone too. My son got on the phone. He hung up, but dude was calling and harassing to assault me and following me, threatening he's gonna go to my job and say whatever. I'm like, well, could you say you don't know me? I don't know you. 2 weeks I knew him. Don't threaten me that I hung up the phone on him. He gonna do whatever. It got crazy, y'all. Guy would not stop calling, and then weeks later, after I didn't go to work for like 2 or 3 weeks to avoid going that way because I figured he would be trying to harass me. I was a little nervous about that. I wind up taking some time off from work, and when I did go back, I didn't see him for a while, and then maybe a month or two, I seen this guy. He came back, seen me coming in the building, and kicked on the door. This guy was crazy. He was crazy, so we gotta be very careful who we meet and think he's a nice guy. And thank God I already probably suspected it. I never got in his car outside when I knew him 2 weeks later and went on that one little crazy date, if you want to call it that. And that was the end of that stalker, okay? End of it. And then it makes you nervous to want to date or talk to people like, I don't care what the nationality is. I don't care what his color is, nationality, creed, nothing. And he didn't come across to be aggressive or anything. Just a guy, but why was he out there in the night and 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock just driving around looking for women? But I asked him, what are you going to do? What, force me to be with you? I don't want you. I don't like you. You crazy. I ain't say those things. I don't say that in my head. I don't want that stalker to leave me alone. Crazy. Very careful who you exchange your numbers with. Now when I talk to guys and they look for the wrong thing in me, I cut it off right away because I'm not looking, if you know what I mean. You gotta be a better, stronger person than that. Think that. How long will you let somebody treat you a certain way? You're not being treated like a lady. Get out. Or if your girlfriend beats you up, because you know you got these abusive women too. They want to stay in a relationship, but they want to abuse the man too. No, get out. Don't stay where it's abusive. Guys, sorry. Excuse me. They're not true to you and honest to you. You're just really wasting your time. A whole lot of wasted time. And you could be single and be happy instead of being miserable. And that's the truth. I'm off my little story time about crazy stalker. And he talked a lot too. You gotta pick up clues too, guys. I'm just thinking in my head. Cause we talked a lot. He talked about things that I might want to do with my guy, hang out with him. And we talked a lot. I remember him saying like things like I would like to do. Cause he knew I had a good job. He saw me that way. He probably met a lot of women coming that way. But things that I would like to do for my man. I kept saying, if he do things for me, I will do things for him too. No problem. But, excuse me, guys. He a lot wanted to talk about things that you could do. Like, you like women to do things for him. So, you gotta listen. That they're only looking for you. It could be just sex you might want out of you too. I mean, you might be a man, you might be looking for a woman just for that. And you got women out here just looking for that too. So, everything is in reverse. Man or woman. I don't talk I don't talk to criticize any side, because it could be both. And not everything is bad and not everything is good, guys. I'm sweating. I said, let me give you guys a little story time. I wasn't that hungry, but I wanted to sit down and have my meal what I wanted with you guys. And two, when I start to lose weight, it always go to my neck. That's why my mom used to always tell me, God bless her, she rests in heaven. My mom used to say, don't lose too much weight because you don't look right with your head too big for that skinny neck. She never used to like my neck. When I lose weight, it goes off on my neck first. And these ones on the top, they don't go. Maybe my waist a little bit. And a couple of pounds went off on my stomach. I lost about 6 pounds, guys. I was eating the lettuce. And when you notice I eat sometimes like for something really good, like a seafood boil, ooh, I have fun with that. I waited for it all day to eat it. But in reality, I eat some chicken, lettuce, some couple of chops. I won't eat like a whole bunch of food all day long. Sometimes I pig out. I like junk food sometimes, but this right here is just so I can sit down and munch something in front of you guys, because this sandwich is really fresh and good. You see the meat? I can give y'all none. I'm sorry. I've been talking, giving a story time. I can't do everything. When I was doing my seafood boil, my only word was, I love you guys for always coming back, watch, being faithful. I love all of you. I do. Maybe you guys can tell me some challenge or something you want me to do besides for eat. Because I do challenges, eat, blog, go to the park. I do a lot of stuff. Come back. You know, the end is coming. You know, the end is coming. This bread is, They be doing their stuff in that little deli. They making money in there. I'm gonna give you one more joke. I was in the store. Chrissy, she's been there a lot of years. This guy came in, right? He wanted to get alcohol. She was telling him, we was already talking at the counter because she was serving me before that. And he come up there with these 2 beers and telling her, and she was like, well, I hope you old as I am. He was like, no, I'm not old as you are. She said, well, I know you need to be old as me or somewhere near to it. Pay for these beers you got. Where's the ID, you know? So he's like, you don't remember before? I bought beer here before for my grandmother. She said, your grandmother? Well, you're going to have to go get your grandmother because you can't get no beer here for your grandmother without no ID. That was so funny, guys. He said his grandmother. I felt, when they stepped out the store, I ran back. I told the girl, that's the first time I heard one like that. Grandmother, okay? Could have been undercover police trying to see if she's going to sell beer to a minor. You can't take chances, you know? Can't take chances on crazy relationship. You can't take chances to sell no beer to no minor. Like, comment, and subscribe. Come back. You never know what I'm going to be doing. I'm crazy. I'm getting my new glasses next week. These are readers. In fact, they're kind of clear. I'm going to keep these handy. So I can't find the other ones or the other new ones that I'm going to have to put these on. Pretty good. Hi guys, see you guys on the next video. I'm gonna get my crazy stuff from out here later.